days after she got the email, she was in New York. At first, everything's good. She's hitting me up. She's actually doing modeling shit. She's sending me pictures. She's like, look, babe, I actually got to walk in a show tonight. Like, she's sending me pictures of her in like these extravagant dresses. The communication did get a little spotty, but I expected that. She out there grinding. I didn't really get to say goodbye. So she went out there for a week. She has to fly back the week after just to get shit settled in Arizona. She had a whole apartment there. She had to get shit settled with her family. So while she was back in Arizona, that's when I went. We spent a few days together, and I had always wanted to do this with her, and I had never done it with any other person that I've ever been in a relationship with. I asked her if we could pray together, and we did. While I was praying, she started crying. Looking back, I feel like she already knew what was coming. We didn't break up. This time when she went back to New York, the communication was super spotty once again, which I get, but it was also the vibe went from I'm her boyfriend to I'm a nigga on her jock. I'm on her nuts. That's what it felt like. But she was my girl, and I understand that she was working. Honestly, I felt a little selfish because I'm just trying to stay in communications with this girl that I'm in love with. I supported all of it. I just still wanted to be a part of her life. I have been talking to other friends in the industry about our situation. I'm like an open book. So I was telling them like, look, this is going on. I'm in love. She's in New York. Oh my gosh, like what should I do? They're like, if you move to New York, you could get a job like that. It wouldn't take long. You could survive out there. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna think about that for real. She called me one last time. It had been maybe a week and a half since we had talked. I know she's working, but in my head, I'm like, what's going on? Like, why is she not calling me? Is everything okay? And I'm not trying to be a burden. So I'm hitting her up, but I'm not like busting her phone down or nothing. Your mind goes to different places. She doesn't care about me. When she called me back, finally, after like a week and a half, I kind of came at her hard. She came on the phone actually very cool and bubbly. She was in good spirits. Came at her and I was like, hey babe, within the next 6 months I could move to New York and we could figure this out. I couldn't control myself. I could tell I'm thinking from a love-struck point of view, not a logical point of view. I knew this was either gonna bring a great yes or a lousy no. After I pitched me moving to New York, she was like, hey babe, I think we need to slow way down. I was like, okay babe. My heart was definitely breaking, but I'm always cool. I was like, so what does this mean? So I asked her. We stayed on the phone for another hour after that. I was like, are we broken up? She said, no, we're not broken up. She was like, we just gotta slow down. And I was like, okay, so are we not gonna watch our shows together? And she was like, no, I still wanna watch shows with you. Okay, what about my music video that we're about to shoot? You said you wanted to be the leading lady this summer. And she was like, no, I'm gonna fly back for that. She was saying all this stuff. We talked it out, so we're really just slowing down. That's how she made it seem. Okay, I get it. She was 23. Out there living her dream. I respect that. At the end of the conversation, the last thing she said was, I love you. I'll try to call you tomorrow. We hung up. I haven't heard from her since. That last conversation was April 2022. I still haven't heard from her. I tried to contact her. It takes a while for you to actually figure out that you're ghosted. We didn't break up. This was my girlfriend. It took me about 2 to 3 weeks to realize that I was really ghosted because I would hit her up and she just would not answer back. But then see that she's still posting on Instagram and TikTok. I think the last time I hit her up was like 6-7 months after she ghosted. Still no response.
I got ghosted by my lover. I'm like, fuck her. Almost had to stalk her as you know it, nigga stubborn.